And I'm just staring at him, and he's just staring at me, and I'm scared to death. I was paralyzed on this table, and I turned around, and this being was standing right here.
For nearly 5 decades, Sev Tak says she's been contacted by aliens. Some bad, some good.
My very first memories of ET contact are from the age 10. I would find myself outside in the middle of the night, and I would see a spaceship coming. And each time it came from a different location. And it would come and hover right over me, and it was so big that I couldn't even see the sky.
Little green men, flying saucers, unexplained bright lights that appear out of nowhere. Tales of aliens and UFOs have captivated the masses since the 1940s.
The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army.
The intrigue and obsession surrounding these otherworldly beings becoming one of the most popular topics in science fiction, spurring movies like The Day the Earth Stood Still, E.T. the Extraterrestrial,
E.T. phone home. E.T. phone home.
This long-standing debate of extraterrestrial life, a hot topic among scholars.
Aliens exist because to think otherwise is arrogant.
If you're going to say we are alone in the universe, that would be an expression of ego that has no justification whatsoever.
Whether you're a believer or not, skepticism remains.
In science, we try not to use the word proof. We say, how good is the evidence? Right now, there's no evidence no convincing evidence that we have made contact with life outside of the Earth.
I've always wondered what could be out there. Are we really alone in the universe? So we're heading out to see what we can find. An hour-and-a-half north of Vegas is Extraterrestrial Highway, with tourist stops designed to reel in alien and UFO fanatics. First stop, a little store called E.T. Fresh Jerky.
Where do you get the jerky from?
Well, I like to tell folks I get it from my alien overlords. It comes from all the animals that have been abducted. They just need a human face to sell for them.
Her customers come from all over the globe, all hoping to get a glimpse at something otherworldly in the area. Namely from Area 51, a military base long associated with ET sightings.
The rumor is whatever crash landed in Roswell in 1947, they brought up to our military base. Supposedly, and this is rumor, they reverse engineered whatever they found, then we had a massive technology boom right after.
The search for alien life.
It doesn't matter to me if anyone believes me or not, I know what I saw.
And speculations on possible ET intervention here on Earth have spanned the dawn of time.
And it was a perfect triangle just floating across the sky, way up there.
You could see straight through it, totally silent.
I could see like some shape of a dark dome.
In 1947, perhaps the most infamous case of them all.
The Army may be getting to the bottom of all this talk about the so-called flying saucers.
A rancher from Roswell, New Mexico, claims to have discovered debris, including mysterious metallic-looking scraps on his property.
What we know is probably that it was a weather balloon incident, but a lot of lore has risen up around that and around especially secure areas in the American West, where people then ask a lot of questions about what's really happening there.
Experts say it was likely a weather balloon, but that did little to quiet the claims of a cover-up, that the remnants of the crash site were taken to a classified location. Area 51. A U.S. military base in the middle of the Nevada desert. The facility, the focus of a number of theories about possible alien life.
If Area 51 had aliens, do you think the government could actually keep that a secret? Ask yourself, how competent do you think the U.S. government really is in maintaining a secret where dozens, perhaps hundreds of people would have to be in on the secret? That's extraordinary.
Then this summer, questions surrounding possible alien life peaking with bombshell testimony by David Grush, a former U.S. intelligence official and member of the U.S. Air Force.
Biologics came with some of these recoveries. Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
The former Air Force intelligence officer alleging the unconfirmed existence of a secret UFO recovery program sanctioned by the government.
So when Congress is holding hearings investigating the questions of unidentified aerial phenomenon, those are really questions about national security, questions about overflight, not so much about something overflying in space.
Nowadays, there are 10,000 satellites, many of which are communication satellites, and a lot of people mistake them for anomalous objects, and there are many drones.
According to a 2023 report by a UFO study team convened by NASA, they found no evidence of extraterrestrial origins for any reported sightings. For years, Sev Tak kept quiet about her experiences.
I learned very quickly not to say anything because it just wasn't received well.
Trying to grapple with the unknown left a mark, literally.
So I had 2 exes. I never thought in a million years I'd go on TV and show my tush like this. Never in a million years.
2 X's, one on each cheek, branded by what she claims were ETs.
So there's an X here and an X here.
She's now on a mission to spread a message she claims she received from her ET encounters.
I was told that we are headed down the path of annihilation, and that's why the hybridization program is happening, where they take DNA from human beings and mix it with their DNA, and they're creating embryos. Those embryos would be used to reseed this planet. But I was also told that it's not definite. We could still turn ourselves around.
The U.S. government says there is no proof of extraterrestrial life. But for others, the answer is not so black and white.
Why should aliens even be interested in us? I worry that we haven't offered sufficient intelligence to interest them, or for them to count us among their own ranks. I lose sleep over that.
You can see more of Megan's full report and hear from more ET experiencers in this week's episode of Impact by Nightline. Aliens, Are We Alone? Streaming